right, here we are. Let's talk steak. And I'm going to call this Steak 101 because I'm going to tell you everything you need to know when you're going out to purchase that nice, delicious steak for the grill, for a pan, no matter how you're going to cook it. I'm going to tell you what you need to get. So, when we talk about steaks, we talk about them being graded. And you'll see in the store, it'll say prime, it'll say choice, it'll say select. Let's talk about what the differences are. A select steak has very little bit of fat marbling within the steak. A choice steak will have a little bit more fat in the steak, less chunks or big areas of meat, and prime will have the most amount of fat and subcutaneous tissues within the meat. What does that mean? When you cook a prime steak or a prime cut of meat, you're gonna get extra flavor because, like I always say, fat equals flavor. And that extra flavor that you get comes from the fat within the steak. I just went to the butcher and I got a really nice, super sexy ribeye. And you can see that this ribeye is nice. It is marbled very nicely, okay? And this is my favorite cut of meat for two reasons. One, if you get a really good ribeye, it's marbled beautifully, right? So you have some nice marbling within the ribeye, and you have this nice piece of fat that's wrapped around the ribeye. Now, here's where the bonus comes in. When you talk about the outer part of this ribeye, this is called a spinalis, okay? And that spinalis is that extra piece of meat that just makes the ribeye so much better because now this is all fatty tissue, and a lot of good meat is on here, okay? The other thing that I like about a good ribeye is that it has a nice little fat cap, so make sure you tell your butcher when you go to get it cut, don't cut off a lot of the fat cap because you can take that fat cap and do so much with it, and we'll talk about that later. But this is a ribeye, and this is what you should be looking for when you go to purchase your ribeye or any meat. A lot of good marbling within there, and a lot of good flavor comes with that marbling because fat equals flavor. Next up, let's cook this thing.